Hey, welcome back. It's more Mass Effect, everybody. Everybody pog. Alright, so, when last we left off, we went to Noveria and killed Liara's mom, and then made sure to teabag her for good measure. And Liara was like, that's real hot, we should bang someday. And, we're on the Liara route, because the only other choice we would have for a romance option is Ashley. And while Liara is honestly kind of stiff in her personality in Mass Effect 1, and Ashley has more personality, Ashley's personality kind of comes down to being xenophobic and kind of a bitch, so I don't like Ashley. And, we like Liara more than Ashley. Simple. On top of that, we got a message from the Council that apparently Vermeer is a place that we might be able to find Saren. But before we go to Vermeer, we have other quests to do. Specifically, because we have completed Noveria, it unlocks a couple of side quests for us. So let's see if we can find what I'm looking for. Styx Theta, here we go. We need to go to Erebus. But consider Tali, I would if it was an option in Mass Effect 1. Tali is way more interesting than anyone else. Garrus is more interesting even than Tali. I'd romance Garrus if I could. Rex is the most interesting of your allies in Mass Effect 1.
Distress signal. Patching through to you.
But we're not allowed.
Mayday!
They were too
Lieutenant
scared.
Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Well, immediate distraction, you say? Let's go land on Nepmos to go help out the people asking for help. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Come with me, Tali. Come with me, Garrus. I love that my strength is pure biotic strength. Alright, what are we looking for? Well, I guess let's start with this anomaly. Actually, hold on. You know what? We'll go there and then circle like that. The listening post is the one we need. Yes, perfect. Because I still need to collect more, I need to gather more minerals. So we'll scour the planet in case it's got extra resources for us. Because if I look at this, I still need 5 heavy metals and a rare earths. And we need a protean artifact as well. And we need a couple League medallions. So, continuing to search these planets may prove fruitful for us. Oh! We did it! Yay! Augers. High feats. Anytime we find a way to, there were flashing lights out my window, that's why I looked. Anytime we find a way to flip the Mako onto its back, I feel happy. I feel proud. You know, Rex is kind of like a big turtle. If we put Rex on his back, do you think he could flip over? Or would he be stuck? Is that the secret weakness of the Krogans?
Got it.
What do we got? Was that uranium, I think it said? Yep, rare element. For 34,000, apparently. That's a lot. I'm Commander Shepard, and what's going on here? It appears these particle bores were shut down after breaking through the tunnels just below the surface. The shacks and equipment are stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara Mining Consortium, but there is no trace of the mining crew. That's eerie. Do we have all the DLC? Legendary Edition, I believe, comes with all DLC, so we should be fine on that. We already did the DLC mission of Mass Effect 1. I didn't even realize that that's what I was doing when I started it. I'm walking on air. Remove Pinnacle Station, the pointless simulation mission. Okay, that's fine. Listen, unless the simulation mission played out as though it was gonna be a space porn, I crash-landed on an Asari colony, and I'm the only male in the area. Actually, for the Asari, it wouldn't matter if you're the only male or not. Since they can mate with anything, gender, species, whatever. Let's make it extra hot. I crash landed on a Krogan colony and I'm the only male. There we go. Oh, I bypassed it. It's down in here. There it is. It's tiny. When you get right down to it, the Asari really are just designed to basically be the slut race. They're designed to be sexyalien.exe. They're blue. They look like human women, but with blue skin and I guess tentacle hair, maybe some minor scales / freckles, and of course they can mate with anything and anyone. Also, they live for 1,000 years, and also they're the best biotics ever. The Asari are truly so perfect. Damn. From the Asari perspective, do they practice bestiality? I don't think they consider it like that. At least I would hope they don't consider it like that. That would be a little bit creepy. I found a thing that's not on the map. What's in here? Anything? I guess it's derelict. We can't enter it. I mean, the Asari literally are the most compatible for humans to mate with of the alien species that we've met. With the exception of lifespan differences. Because the Volus literally can't take their suits off without exploding. The Quarians, if they take their suits off, are exposed to high possibilities of infection due to having a poor autoimmune system. The Krogans are Krogans, so they're big and lizard-like. Which, honestly, they never said anything about compatibility. You know, Krogans and humans might be able to create offspring, if not for the genophage. Oh, wait, those are my allies, I guess. Rachni! Of all the soldiers to show up. And they just bypass shields, which is, you know, a slight problem. Okay, I'm getting literally nothing for this. Swarm approaching in 1 minute. Did you really just run past everyone else to attack me? Okay, then. Dun, 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 dun.
En route.
Is there anyone to talk to? It's a med kit. Upgrade kit. Maybe I can talk to the peoples here. Oh, there's a lieutenant. Hey, you got anything to
First
say?
Lieutenant Duran, sir. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all.
There's
They
3
dropped
of you.
us
I
here
think
a
it
few
could
months
handle it.
back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
This would explain what happened to the people that were drilling into the tunnels elsewhere.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
They're not animals. They're a sentient species. You study history? They're called Rachni.
Never heard of them. Can't say I care. What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the man. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
Can I get this operational? It doesn't seem to be firing. Ooh, generator. Maybe that'll help. The generator has been ripped apart by Rachna claws, leaving the defense turrets inoperative. It would be possible to power the turret off the Mako's engines, but this would make it impossible to drive or fire the Mako's own weapons. I think I'll just use the Mako instead. I feel like this is slightly more effective than whatever the turret will do. I mean, look at the range. Look at the power. Like I said, I feel like this is just better. We're bumping. So yeah, we could hook the Mako up to this generator and then have these turret machine guns fire, but nah, I like my tank. Darn. So how did the Rachni even get here? That's my question. I thought the Rachni Queen and I had an understanding about invading planets and not to do that. The only alternative is if these guys just happen to be under this planet for a while. And by a while, I mean a couple thousand years, but, you know, you think somebody would have found them by then, or they would have woken up, but who knows? I guess you can bullshit any sort of explanation here. I guess it doesn't matter why they're here, it just matters that they're here and we need to kill them. We did it. Hey, what's up, Lieutenant Duran Duran?
Holy hell, sir. Talk about a near-run thing. You alright?
I'll live. You?
I was in a tank the whole time. I'm super
Still on my
fine.
feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long. There's one other thing I should mention. One of our other listening posts went offline 3 days ago. I don't know if it's coincidence, a pirate raid, or what.
If you mean the one to the
if you wanna
north,
check in on them.
they're dead.
We'll check on them. I don't know why there are arachni loose out here, but I intend to find out.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right, that must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If
You
want to
just
take a
said
throw
you're
at it,
about to
we'll give you the
collapse.
coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
Yeah, give it to me. I'll go
We're
kill
good,
him.
Commander.
You okay there?
I will destroy you!
Calm down. It's over.
Wake me up if I'm gonna get eaten.
Wake me up. Did they mean this one? Yeah, okay, because that wasn't on the map before. It wouldn't let me in before, but it should let me in now. This seems a bit too easy. I'm in a tank. And they are essentially Zerglings. Of course it's gonna look easy. They're slow Zerglings, I should say, while I'm in a tank. Y'all ever seen StarCraft and a group of slow Zerglings try to kill a tank? It doesn't go well for the Zerglings. Siege tank strong. Boop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doop. Come on, Garrus. Come on, Tali. Let's go kill stuff. Oh, by the way, I guess I never mentioned it while we were talking about it earlier, but part of the reason why human biology doesn't mix with Turians is because their natural bodily secretions are a little bit toxic to each other. And depending on the person, it can cause either just some discomfort or a heavy allergic reaction and eventual death. Hi there. Bye there. Nice shots. Good damage.
Negative contacts.
Now it gets fun.
Garrus went down fast. Holy crap. Tali. Tali, careful. Yeah, bypassing shields makes it a little rough for some of our allies here. Yeah, that didn't do a lot of damage at all. Neither did that. How about that? Tali's usual damage dealing is not helping against the Arachni. Yeah, she's more of a tech expert, so that makes sense. Garrus, get off the ground.
I'm ready.
Quit playing around. Come on.
Area secure.
Boo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo. There's a dead Arachni here. Garrus, bud. Equip just about anything else. Equip this. There. Stop pulling your pistol out. Hold on, hold on. Can I remove your pistol from you entirely so you can't even pull it out? Can I just get rid of it so that you don't touch it anymore? guess not. It's unfortunate. You'll be caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire. I wish I could completely remove the pistol off of Garrus so he never touches it again. Let's get them electronics.
Pharos is
Oh.
Vermeer is a lush world.
Yeah, we'll
located-
look at those
Another
before we
clear.
go there. We'll look at Pharos and Vermeer before we go there.
Now it's
Howdy.
fun.
Shattered. Oh yeah, real quick. Let me make sure I've got... Yeah, I've got flaming pistol rounds. She's got poison rounds. And my boy Garrus. He's got cryo rounds on that and major penetrative rounds on that. Shredder rounds even. Yeah, shredder rounds work fine. That's a shield bypass, so I want to put something else on you. High explosive rounds, maybe? Nah. Snowblind? Nah. Inferno rounds could work. Sure. Let's really burn stuff up. Burn them down! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Rude.
Area secured.
Yes, it is. Okay, we're good.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Garrus proceeds to engage in melee combat. Yeah, you know, Garrus is the kind of guy that would do that. Uh-oh, I threw that too early. That's a problem. And that's why that's a problem. Down goes Garrus. Die, 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 die. Good. I can throw a singularity again. In that case, let's move. Oh, that's a lot. That's quite a few of them over there. Into the wall. Got him. Alright, Garrus, get on up.
Time for payback.
Perimeter secured.
Get up, bud. You're okay. I got your back there. Oh, there were two of these little buttholes for them to crawl out of. And hey, you were right. Garrus did proceed to run into melee combat with the murder kill aliens. Told you he was the kind of guy to do just that. You know, some of these like old, more abandoned areas have some like Dead Space kind of feel to them. Oh boy, that's a big one. That's a really big one. Fall back, fall back. Don't get hit.
On my way.
She got stasis. It's okay. Stasis is fine. In fact, good idea. I'll stasis. That didn't work. Garrus, you go ahead and sniper rifle these. Just a little bit. That was a biggin. Ollie's back up. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-bum. In terms of the Zerg, that was like a couple of roaches popping out, and then a Ravager pops out, and you're like, oh shit, the Ravager's way bigger and tankier. StarCraft 2 for you guys.
Heads up!
Records of the Rachni War suggest brood warriors, the male-gendered Rachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Rachni on Nep-Neps. We've nepped their neps. Get nepped,
Perimeter
nerds.
clear.
Gun down bugs like they're Batarian scum. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Don't be so rude to the bugs. They can't be half as bad as the Batarians. Alright, is that everything on this planet? Looks like it. Remember loving Mass Effect 3 multiplayer? I played Mass Effect 3 a bit late for the multiplayer to have much meaning. And besides, I play Mass Effect for the story. It's way better than the gameplay. Alright, so I think that's everything done with this side quest. Listening post alpha is checkmarked, so yeah, okay. Let's move on to another side quest we've unlocked by doing the NEP stuff. So we need to go to the Acheron system here in Styx Theta. Means we back out of here and go over to here. The Archon system. Power overwhelming.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
What a surprise.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, A lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I can try.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, what planet are we going to? Alta. Okay. This one. Altahe. It's an exceptional form of planet called a Roche world. Put simply, it is one half of a pair of small and unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altahe and Untahe, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. This does not mean that one could fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres and dust from one can often be found on the other. Both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. The surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rocks, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Untahe create constant heavy wind. Hold on, we have checked out like everything in this area, right? Pretty sure we have been here before. If I don't have any surveys for any of these other planets, I'm gonna guess that we have. Maybe not. Alright, let's read things. Yay! ThorW. A modest terrestrial planet, ThorW has a thin atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of nickel. The terrain is extremely rough, a patchwork of craggy, overlapping craters dating back to the formation of the solar system. ThorW is tidally locked to the star Acheron. The day side has never been fully mapped. Anything here? Oh, we got something. There it is. Carbonaceous asteroid with a Turian insignia. Sick. I'll have to go back and check the other solar system. Imanea. Though exceptionally large for a terrestrial world, Imanea is composed of water ice with a core of various carbonaceous compounds. It has a density only half that of Earth and an atmosphere of nitrogen carbon monoxide. The surface is composed of surprisingly pure water ice with a high albedo. Grossolgen. An enigmatic rock and ice planet, Grossolgen has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is composed of frozen water and chlorine. We got some light metals, magnesium. Okay, back to Altahe. Let's land. 36 Celsius, 0.98 Earth atmosphere. That's solid. That's a nice temperature and everything. Alright, Garrison Liara. Ka-dunk. Wow, there's only just the listening post, eh? Oh, got something to map. What have we here? Samarium. So how close am I? Race against time. Oh, that, yeah. Don't worry about that. We got plenty of time. I still need 5 heavy metals. I can't find any heavy metals, apparently. Heavy metal! Oh, we got more resources. Gold! Finally, some more heavy metal. Four more, and that side quest is completed. This environment makes it feel like a Diablo should pop out and attack us, and we'll have to make sure to break its horns and carve its tail. Up. Recover it. It's an Asari capsule. Some Matriarch's writings. More Matriarch Dillinaga's fan fictions picked up. This one is about Sanic the Hedgehog getting together with Dr. Eggman. Ooh. How spicy. Oh, hey, Rek'Nai. What are they doing here? I guess dying would be the answer. Little coincidental that the moment that I let that Rek'Nai queen live, a bunch of Rek'Nai start popping up all over the place. Might need to have words with her. Kapunk. And hey, we level up. At least it gives me a bunch of free XP. Free XP. There's the entry. Well, that's foreboding. Hard decryption. I'm hard and I'm ready to decrypt. There we go. Peekaboo, Uncle Shepard's here. Uh-oh. Uncle Shepard is very unhappy about this, children. Garrus, you have the proper weapon. Okay, good. Yara, go ahead and pull out a assault rifle. Then you can shoot that wall slightly more accurately. Or aggressively. It dead. Oh, it must have been a little one. It dead. It's also dead. Yeah, you know what? I bet the Batarians unleash these Rek'Nai on the poor, unsuspecting peoples. So yet another reason for us to murder the Batarians. Damn Batarians attacking these unsuspecting people. Commander, those were Arachni that attacked everything. Yeah, Batarian-bred Arachni. Commander, I don't think the Batarians have done every bad thing we've ever seen. Saren is a secret Batarian. Yeah, Saren's a secret Batarian. That's our new lore.
Commander, you see this? They just received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
Checking. This base is supplied by drone freighters, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking.
I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
And there may be more Rachni.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Very well, Shepard.
The Rachni infestation on Atahe seems to be the result of a supply drop from Argos Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. And if we take a look at this... Wait, this wasn't even besieged base. I was on Kohei in the Cacus system in the Hades Gamma Club. I got a mission for that from like way far away from where it is. Scram rail. Scram jam. Wait one sec. I want to double check real quick and make sure there's nothing else in here. I didn't really give it much of a look. Gave it a once over at best. Garrus, your people don't need to live with the shame of Saren. After all, Saren's secretly a Batarian agent in disguise. Commander, are you absolutely sure about this? Positive, Garrus. Who else could be so evil but a Batarian? Commander, I'm not exactly sure that he was... Listen, Garrus. You either accept he's a Batarian, or you accept that the Turians bred a monster. Which one's better? I see your point, Commander. I suppose maybe he did have some fairly Batarian physiology to him. That's right, Garrus. That's right. Honestly, with the way that Garrus takes just about everything Shepard says as gospel... I can see the conversation playing out exactly like that. Alright guys, now I hear that in Batarian culture, they believe the soul escapes from the eyes when they die, so make sure you shoot every single one of their eyes so that they have to live in their husk of a shell for all eternity afterwards. Commander, are you sure you're not just needlessly cruel to these people? No. They've earned it. You know, they even call these bugs brood warriors. It's kind of hard to not compare them to the Zerg. really trying to outbiotic me, son? I found a thing. What do we got here in the probe? Probably nothing of value, to be honest. Medical exoskeleton 10 and incendiary explosive 10. Okay, maybe something of slight value. In fact, oh, hey. Polaris 9? Duration bonus. Cooldown bonus goes down a little bit, but the power and duration bonus makes up for it, I think. Yeah. Grenades. Incendiary explosive 10. 51 damage per second for 5 seconds. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's light some people on fire. Hey, we found an upgrade for Liara. The Ursa 8 is better than the Gladiator 10. Here you go. And it's white. So she matches with Garrus. And us a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, color coding for our whole team. This is nice. I like our color scheme matching. Sick. I don't think we have anything better for you. Nope. So I meant her. There you go. There's your upgrade. And we got a level during all that, so... Okay, I get 0.5% increase in damage and duration to my powers with each level, all the way up to 5% total on Spectre training. That's... kinda sucks, if I'm being honest. That's pretty shit. Master Warp. Lower damage protections by 75%. That's pretty good. Advanced Barrier for Liara, and then we'll get Advanced Throw afterwards. And Garrus. Got Turian Agent maxed. I guess we just get Electronics up for a bit. That way Garrus can go with any party, like Liara, or Tali, I mean, can go with any party. Looks like this planet is picked clean. Let's return to the Normandy while doing that sick jump. Okay, so Argos Row should have some stuff for us. At least that's what it said. Let's see, but first things first, zoom out from here and head back over to Erebus to double check for anything I may not have surveyed and read the planet lore. Planet lore. Nepmos, that's the one we landed on, is a resource-rich terrestrial world somewhat larger than Earth with a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and argon. Nepmos' crust is very thin and unstable, not more than 8 kilometers deep in any location. Subsurface magma flows are a hazard on ground travel, and earthquakes are frequent. While heavy metals and radioactives are plentiful, this geological instability has deterred investment by mining concerns. An additional complication is that the Styx cluster lies uncomfortably close to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring contains a great deal of molecular hydrogen, fueling the majority of the galaxy's star formation. This area is too dangerous to travel safely. Nothing in this asteroid field? Okay. Quaji is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. The surface is composed of silica with deposits of uranium and heavy metals. Clouds of smaller water ice crystals are common. Quaji's skies are full of fine silica dust. On the surface, the sky has a pronounced salmon hue. The cursory initial scans from the Alliance surveyor ship Ibn Battuta has shown geometric patterns in the northern hemisphere deserts, visible only in the ultraviolet band. The Normandy's sensors see nothing of the kind. Scans of Quaji have revealed several deposits of platinum, heavy metals. Wormani has only been visited by a single unmanned probe. It is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with large formations of water vapor clouds in the upper atmosphere. With a Prothean data disk. Hey, that completes that quest. And Chofin is an unusually small hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and hydrocarbons in the atmosphere. The Alliance surveyor ship Ibn Battuta has reported inconclusive evidence of hydrocarbon life, in the deeper layers of the atmosphere, over 1,000 kilometers below the cloud tops, where pressure compresses Chofin's hydrogen into a liquid state. Proof of life in this environment would prove many long-standing theories, but unfortunately only a probe with extremely expensive Mass Effect generators could survive the crushing pressure long enough to send back useful data, and the probe would be lost in the attempt. Simple expense makes investigation doubtful. Interesting, so it has a massive atmospheric pressure preventing them from investigating more thoroughly. That's neat. Anything else in here? Nope. Cool. We need to go to Argos Row. It's Attica Beta. That's for there's Novaria. Argos Row. And I think we only had Hydra and Phoenix before. Gorgon should be new. Whoa. Whoa is a terrestrial planet only known from scan data picked up by unmanned probes. Though over 76 AU from the blue giant Gorgon, temperatures in Woe's orbit are still dangerously high. Only ships with very powerful heat radiating systems can venture that deep into the system. Unfortunately, Woe is not a terribly interesting world. It has a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, and the scorching surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of platinum. The world is tidally locked at Woe, leading a sunward side scorched and irradiated wasteland, and the dark side a frigid and ice-crusted. Whoa. Vectra is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and sodium in its atmosphere. The heat of the star Gorgon is slowly blasting away the gas giant's massive atmosphere, which is visible as a long, dim trail that trails behind the planet. Oh, a long, dim tail that trails behind the planet. Cameron is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of nickel. Like Woe, Cameron is tide-locked to the blue giant, forever looking into the face of the Gorgon. Oh, that's why they call this star Gorgon, because there are so many tide-locked planets around it. That makes sense, that's pretty cool. And tide-locked, for those that may not understand, I assume everyone's smart enough to understand, basically means that one side of the planet is always facing the star. There's always a light side facing, and it's always the same side, and that's awful. Basically means there's no chance of life being anywhere around there, because it would be just blasted for too long. Especially considering this star seems to run hot. Hotter than the sun. A standard hydrogen-helium gas giant, the methane in Charblu's atmosphere gives it an azure hue. The Asari crew, who initially surveyed the system during Earth's 17th century, named Charblu after a then-popular soprano. The singer was renowned for her unusual skin tone, which was quite similar to that of the planet. Neat. Slycon. Orbiting at an unbelievable distance of 710 AU, over 66 billion kilometers from Gorgon, Slycon is a huge gas giant with an atmosphere tainted by methane and chlorine. And the point of interest here, an unidentified space facility. This space station appears to have been assembled from used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There's no obvious hull markings. It is not broadcasting any ID signal. Well, time to find out what's going on in this facility.